I need to probably change shirts. Boom! How am I still opaque, bruh? This is blue. This is green. Boom! You like that? Maybe I shouldn't, because this is a bad word. And then that's gonna be bad for fucking YouTube. Son of a bitch. Let's see if I look like shit. Boom! Is this bad? This is all right, right? I look kind of strong. Ooh, I look okay. Oh, by the way, I know you guys are wondering. Yes, this is a spork. I wanted to talk about something that I feel is pretty interesting. Before I even get into it, though, but before I even get into it, I got a question for chat, okay? Honest to God, chat, how do you guys feel about URF? I like URF. I hate it. I love it. It's chaotic. Subscribe or you won't feed me this week. Because I remember there was a point in time where, like, if URF ever happened, it would be like the skies opened up, you know, Billy Tryndamere or whoever the fuck made Riot Games would come down from the heavens himself. He would look at us all in the eyes, hovering over the ocean. He'd go, "You're welcome." And then everybody would rejoice. There'd be parties in the streets. People would be chugging a Hennessy by the bottle. Everybody would just be having the biggest party ever because URF was like the biggest thing. URF was just like, it was something to be celebrated. Whenever URF was released, it was like another Christmas, except a lot nerdier, I guess. Personally, URF has been out for what, a week? And I have 1 or 2 URF games. Period. I have 1 or 2 URF games to my belt. And it's been out for a week. And the last time that URF came out, I also only played it like 3 or 4 times. Remember this fucking article? Do you guys remember this famous article by Ghostcrawler? Ask Riot URF. So this article came out, let me remember the fucking year that this article came out, because it pissed 4 years ago. It pissed everyone off. I remember Yako talked about it, Matt talked about it. Everyone I know was like, why would they remove URF? Because it's so fun. Every time we ran regular URF, we'd see huge spikes of games being played, and then the number actually dropped back down to a level that is lower than it was before we ran URF. In other words, some people binged on URF, then suddenly stopped playing League, and the size of the drop-off indicates that it's not just fun. It's not just people coming back for URF and then leaving afterwards. A very, very big thing, or a very, very big problem with URF, is that a lot of people ended up quitting after URF was played. So they came back and they experimented with different iterations of URF. A very big thing that they did that a lot of people didn't like was our URF. And the reason why people didn't like our URF is because, why don't you just let us play the champions we want to play? But even though I was one of the people that talked my shit when URF was our URF, and I was like, why can't we play the champions that we want to play? I didn't understand then at that point in time in my stupid little scooch brain that was the best thing they could have done with URF. And why do casual game modes get so painfully unfun so fast? What is the reason that I don't really enjoy playing URF? Well, it's crazy because it's something that they literally mentioned 4 fucking years ago. Here you go. Boom. Right here. Although these modes still suffer a bit from the binge then churn effect than regular URF has, it's not nearly as bad, probably because you're not seeing the same OP champions every game. You know, the thing that sucks, and it's something that I've been learning as like the years go on, that is just kind of a sad thing about competitive games, and why a lot of times, like, competitive and casual games are different. It's really hard to be a casual player in a competitive game, is because whenever there is a means of competition, right? Whenever there's a means of competition, for some fucking reason, the thing that everyone tries to do is they try to find the best and most consistent way to win. And that is called the meta. It is just people trying to solve how to win with the minimum amount of effort and the highest and the lowest rate of failure. You know what I mean? There's a reason why every single time this character's OP, out of nowhere, Udyr goes from being a character that doesn't get played at all. Who the fuck is Udyr? You'd lock in Udyr, people would think that it was just a glitch in the game. Some man knows karate and now he's running at me. We didn't see Udyr for years. And then out of nowhere, people found out he was OP, and Udyr's ban rate shot the fuck up to like over 10% for a while because he was so strong. It's a mixture of people are too sweaty, but it's also people want to find out how to win, and then people want to stick to what makes them win. And that is how a meta is defined. And normally, right, the meta is defined by the biggest names in the game, the professional players, the LCK, the LCS, whatever. Normally, the meta is defined because you see them lock in Udyr, and that's the thing that makes us go, okay, let's play Udyr. The reason why I am having such a hard time fucking with URF, right, is because as URF has come out and left and then come out and left and then come out and left, it has become less and less fun because people are very quickly cracking what is the strongest thing. Let's do a test. I'm going to get into an URF game right now. I'm not going to get into a full URF game. I'm going to dodge, right? I'm going to click on URF right now. Let's see if they ban Zed. Whoa. Nunu? Oh, what's that? Is that a Zed ban? Interesting. They pick Shaco on God. 9 times out of 10 they do. Oh, wow. Did someone literally dodge an URF game? That makes a better point for what I'm saying. No, people are dodging URFs. They are dodging URFs. Somebody went in there thinking, I'm gonna lock in Zed, and I'm gonna add this to my YouTube Zed URF compilation. That's gonna get me views. And then they saw that Zed got banned, and they flipped the fuck out and they shit their pants. People are dodging URF games. And the thing that I was gonna say, and it's just kind of like this expands beyond URF. This expands beyond League of Legends even. There's this very unfortunate thing that happens, right? Like I was saying earlier, is that everyone is trying to solve the game. And once the game is solved, right? And once the meta is defined and these characters are just significantly better than these characters, it is such a bad thing for the game, specifically because it makes the rest of the content of the game not worth it. And the thing that's super unfortunate, and the best way that I could explain it, is there was a very big thing. My roommate told me about it. He's like a pro fighting game player. But my roommate told me about it, and it's Tekken. You know, people loved Tekken. People played Tekken online all the time. People really enjoyed playing Tekken. You know, you could play Geese, you could play fucking Noctis, you could play Law, you could play whoever the fuck you wanted. And then Leroy came out. And Leroy was a big fucker online. And then what ends up happening, right, is the second these characters came out, if you wanted to play the game, the second that these characters came out, you would have to play the game against these characters. If you weren't around for when URF first came out, then you will never get to experience why everyone fell in love with this mode to begin with. Like, everyone fell in love with this game mode because it came out. Nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. Every day there was something new coming out. Alongside a lot of casual modes in like competitive games, they get solved and then they're not worth playing. If you're gonna go against tryhards and you're gonna go against people who are doing their absolute best to win, then why not just play ranked? Every single time that they release URF, it gets, this is the characters to play these characters. Metas ruin games because what a meta is basically telling people what content in the game is worth playing. You've made 155 characters in the game, but these 10 characters are so much stronger than all the other ones, then all of the time you've invested on the other 145 characters in the game doesn't really fucking matter because the only characters that people want to play are these top 10. Let's use Bayonetta in Smash 4. She came out and she was hands down the best character in Smash 4. There was a point in time where there was so many Bayonettas at a tournament. It was like what, like 20%, 30% of the people playing were all Bayonettas or some shit. I forgot. Top 8 had 7 Bayonettas. And when somebody sees that, when a fan of the game sees that, they go, okay, Bayonetta is head and shoulders better than every other character in the game. I'm going to play Bayonetta too. And that means that in the entire Smash 4 roster, if it's 30 fucking characters, let's just say it's 30 characters, 29 of them are basically not worth playing. And here's where I'm going to say something positive, because all of this has been relatively negative. A meta defines what content is worth playing out of. This is the item you should build. Oh, yeah, you like Duskblade? Well, too bad. Prowler's Claw is the best item. Oh, you like Kraken Slayer? Well, too bad, idiot. Shield Bow is better. Oh, you like Luden's Echo? Well, too bad, idiot. Leandry's is just so much stronger. And it basically tells you, even if you enjoy these things, statistically, you have a bigger chance of losing, and nobody likes to lose in competitive games. But the good news, right? Meta Knight and Brawl, which is hilarious because the video is about metas. But the way that game devs have found a way to circumvent this is patching. I am so glad that we are in a day and age where almost every single game that exists gets patched. Even though there will always be a top 20 and top 30 champion pool or whatever, or top 5 fighting game pool or top 10 fighting game pool or whatever, when they change the meta, it at least allows the rest of the content in the game to be valuable. Cycling it all back to URF, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I think that URF is doomed to be a solved game mode that people will only try their best on. People are going to lock in Zed and try to do their Zed highlight reel YouTube video compilation. You know what I mean? And that's always going to happen. But it is phenomenal that for the most part, not URF, doesn't matter, fuck URF, it's a random game mode. But for the most part, I'm glad that patching exists to keep things interesting. Because if patching didn't exist, your game would get solved and be so boring so fast. Unless you're Super Smash Bros. Melee. Because Melee's fucking nuts. Patches is basically devs protecting players from themselves. But I really think League should focus on a fun mode again. I think so too, Lockhart. But that is such a fantastic sentence you said. Patches are just devs. That is what it is. It's devs protecting the player base from themselves. Because the game would get solved. And